Hey everyone, it's Maddie from Mostly Maddie, and today we're doing a journal with me. This video is, I guess, sort of sponsored by Liene Pixcut, which is a new printer I'm going to be showing you guys. They were kind enough to send me this printer, and I have an idea for this spread that I want to do, so I'm going to go show you the printer and how easy it is to set up, and then we will be back to do the spread. I was so thrilled when Liene decided to reach out to me. This is their Pixcut S1 photo printer, and what is so cool about this is you can print regular photos, but you can also make your own stickers at home. And if you followed me for any amount of time, you know I love stickers, so to be able to make them in-house is going to be so cool. I'm going to talk through some of the highlights of the printer while I get it unboxed and set up. The printer came in minimal packaging, which I'm always a fan of, and is super easy to assemble. So here is the ink cartridge, and you just slide it right into the side of the printer. And then there is a paper feed, so you're going to take that out and add your paper in there. There is two sizes of the printer paper, and there are instructions with the printer to show you which paper to use for which size. It was all very easy, and I was honestly just like very pleasantly surprised with how quick it was to put this all together. Now, once the printer is plugged in, you can turn it on, and the last step is to download the app and connect it to Bluetooth. I wanted to record and just show you how easy it really is to connect it. Like, you don't have to be super tech savvy to figure this out. From unboxing to this step where I'm actually connecting it, I think it was 12 minutes total. So like I said, just very easy. Once you're in the app, they actually have a huge collection of preloaded templates with things like food labels to funny meme stickers. They have a very robust library, which I think is really cool, and I can't wait to spend more time kind of going through all of the options that they have. However, since I already had a vision for my journal spread, I actually got these letters from Canva and just made a quick template before hitting print. So that's the other nice thing too, is you can create whatever you want in Canva if you have that, and then you can just upload it like I'm doing here and size it to fit the photo, and you're good to go. I love the friendship bracelet beads, so that's kind of what I'm trying to emulate here with the header for my journal spread. I wasn't sure if I actually needed to remove the background like I did, but I wanted to just to be safe. I wasn't sure, if that would have affected the way that it cut. So it's going to go through the printer 2 or 3 times, and then it comes out on this end, and there's a tray here, so you actually don't see all of this if you don't want to, but I really wanted to see the printer in action, and this is where it is doing all of the cutting. I feel like this is going to be a huge game changer. Being able to make my own stickers at home is just really cool, and another way to just really customize my journal to be the way that I want it to be. I will be sure to include all the information about the printer itself in my description, so feel free to learn more about it there. Okay, now we're back at the desk, and I just wanted to do a close-up. You can see it printed really true to color, which I'm super excited about. I am interested to see how people would print on here. I'm gonna have to do some more testing. One thing I think is important to note is there still will be a white outline around your stickers, so it's not going to be exactly perfect. There is a little bit of a white border, which for me, for this project in particular, does not bother me, but I felt the need to call that out. Now I'm just going to speed up the process a little bit because you don't need to watch me lay all these stickers down. But I will say it's not super sticky. So for me, I love that. Just like I like having Elmer's glue, because I like to be able to lift things up and move them around if it didn't look the way I wanted to on the first try. So for this journal spread, I wanted to make a list of whimsical things that I can add to my everyday life. Some days the world really feels like it's on fire, so I'm trying to just add some more whimsy in my life, and I thought a great way to start doing that would be to make a little whimsical journal spread. I'm using scrapbook paper that I had from Cocoa Daisy from their September kit and cut squares. I didn't want them to all be the same shape, so I kind of just did a variety here. And these squares are going to be where I write all of the whimsical things down. I like a spread like this because it looks really cute and put together, but it really is pretty minimal effort. The scrapbook paper at the top where I have the letters is also from Cocoa Daisy. It's just nice because when you get their kits, everything is a theme, so it makes it really easy for me to use all of the stuff for a single spread because I know it's all gonna go together and look really nice. I really love the shade of green. It's like one of my favorite shades of green. So I felt very called to use it when I was thinking about how I wanted this spread to come together. And now that I have everything kind of where I think it should go, I'm going to start gluing everything down. Sometimes I feel silly, like I'm just telling you exactly what I'm doing while I'm making a spread, but I don't know. Let me know if you like these types of videos where I kind of just yap and put a spread together. I feel like I have leaned more towards doing flip throughs when all of my spreads are already done. And I haven't done a ton of journal with me style videos, at least not on YouTube. I do a lot of that over on TikTok. So let me know if that's something that you're interested in, and I can kind of talk through like my thought process as I'm putting spreads together. The flip throughs are very satisfying because everything's already completed, but I know there's some people who enjoy process videos. I personally like them. I put them on when I'm like making my own spreads just as like background, but I don't know, let me know what you think, and I'm happy to make more of these if there's something that people are interested in. Okay, and now we are fully glued down, and I found a Tombow dual brush marker that I felt matched the lettering quite well. I did do a little test to make sure, because you know how sometimes the marker seems like the right color and then you start writing and it's not at all what you thought it was going to be. And I didn't want to mess up on the spread. So doing a test was a good idea on my part. Just giving myself a little pat on the back there. Okay, so you could write so many things down for whimsical things in your life. Like some of them can be really extreme and almost kind of silly. I was looking at different lists to get ideas on what I wanted to include, and some of them were really funny and making me laugh. I wanted to include ones that I felt like I could actually implement into my day-to-day life. And I really liked the idea of making playlists for tasks. Like if I'm not listening to an audiobook and I have to do laundry, or I'm cleaning up the house at the end of the night, I think it's such a fun idea to make a playlist specifically for that, where it makes me feel whimsical, like I'm in a movie or something. We're talking small things that bring you joy and just make life a teeny bit better. And obviously a pocket notebook for dreams and ideas. I already have my Paper Republic pocket journal that I carry around with me, so I'm just going to add an insert where I kind of write these things down. Dancing in the rain I have done before, and I need to do more, and it's supposed to rain all week, so what a perfect time to do that. I really love the idea of writing a poem about your day. I have been starting to write a little more poetry, and I thought this would be a really good creative exercise too, to like try to write about your day in a poem. Making to-do list quest logs, you know, sometimes it's just the way you label things that makes it more fun. So now that I've got them all written down, I have some extra stickers. I'm going to fill in the white space a little bit. I think a bare spread is fine, but since I have all these stickers, I feel compelled to use them and fill up that space. I like this spread a lot because it's very simple, it's to the point. Like I said, it's things that are actually doable in my day-to-day life, and it makes me happy to look at. So I had a lot of fun putting this spread together. I don't do a lot of spreads like this, really. I'm doing more junk journal type spreads. This feels, you know, a little more scrapbooky and whimsical, if you will. And I feel like I need to do more of these in my life because I had so much fun making this. I actually, after I stopped recording, I did end up moving the letters at the top, the things. I moved the S up so that it was a little more even, just for full transparency, because I'm going to post this probably on my Instagram and you're going to be like, wait, some people might notice that the letters are in a different placement there. So just wanted to call that out. And that is the final spread. I love how this looks. If you end up doing a spread about whimsical things you want to add to your life, feel free to tag me. I would love to see your interpretation of the journal spread. And these in the corner, I forgot to mention, are these rub-ons, which come in the Cocoa Daisy packs as well. So I did those first just to create kind of a little border before I started the spread. As always, thank you guys so much for being here and for following along. Let me know if you liked this spread, and make sure to check out that printer if you're interested in it. I have like 12 or 13 spreads left in here, but I may retire it early just because it's getting really chunky. Thanks for watching. Bye.